Hi class, I thought I would just make a short tutorial video for you on how to use the Isidore website. This might be your first online class that you've taken. I know this is the first online class that I've taught, so we'll both sort of be learning this together. Now this is the homepage and I'm showing this to you in student view. So this is what it looks like when you are on the site, and you have these different tabs up here if you're taking different online classes. So when you're working in medical terminology, you always want to be on this tab. And this is the home page, the welcome screen. And so when I finish making this video will show up right here underneath, please watch this video. And then I will show you this link here in a moment. So I'm just going to take you through each of these tabs and how to sort of go about doing well in this online class. So announcements, this will just have when due dates get assigned or when tests become open or any other announcements that I might have. You want to be checking this page and all these other pages probably 4 or 5 times a week. This is a course, so you want to be spending just the same amount of time on this as any of your other classes. So let's take a look at the syllabus, which is obviously a very important thing to go over with you right now. You can notice that it's very short. This is an online class. Everything's online, so there's no classroom procedures or anything like that. Let's take a look at the grades. Grades will be calculated on a total point basis, and each chapter will have 5 or 6 worksheets, 1 test, and then 1 or 2 other assignments, and there's the grading breakdown there. Now, grades are going to be automatically updated on Isidore, which is over here in the gradebook section, as soon as I return the assignments to you. They will only be updated periodically on Net Classrooms, and I will put an entire total point grade for that entire chapter on Net Classrooms every maybe, 2 to 3 weeks. But it will be more immediate on Isidore. Late work, I will only accept late work 1 day late for half credit, and don't expect too much extra credit opportunities in this class. Materials needed, right away go out and buy 4 large packs of note cards or index cards. The best way to study, this is a vocabulary class, the best way to study is by making flashcards. So as soon as you print out your master list of terms, just take an hour and make all your flashcards for that chapter. The textbook, which you will get from me, and of course access to the internet, and then you're also going to need a scanner as well, and I'll talk about that in a second. This is just the class location, and everything that you will need to complete this course is located here. There's also a textbook website, which is going to be really useful, especially for listening to how these terms are pronounced. So I will show you that in a moment as well. Now, this part here is very important, so please listen and read this carefully. All assignments must first be printed from Isidore. You must handwrite your assignments. Then you must scan them, save them to your computer, and then upload them back to Isidore for me to grade and then return back to you. Now I have a special tutorial on how to scan, save, and upload that I will show you at the end of this video. I will not accept any documents that are word processed, and I will not accept any documents that are handed in to me during school time. Also, all tests are taken online. The testing window, and this is so important, is Sunday evenings between 7 and 10 p.m. You have a 3-hour window in which to start the test, but once you start the test, you will have a set amount of time to complete it, usually between 45 and 50 minutes to complete it. You may not exit out of the test until you have completed it. Now, the test is going to have a considerable amount of information on it. Not everybody's test is going to be the same. I have thousands of questions to choose from, and the computer is just going to randomly pick these questions to give to you. So it is certainly not advisable that you try to sit there with your book open and all of your flashcards and try to get through, 100 or 150 questions in 45 minutes. It's just not feasible. So make sure that you study for those tests. Answers and grades will not be viewable until the next morning after everybody for sure has finished that test. Now, if you cannot take a test for whatever reason during that testing window, you must notify me at least 3 days in advance, and we will try to work something out for you. Obviously, on any syllabus, violations to academic integrity will not be tolerated, and if we think that you are cheating in any manner, it will result in an automatic 0. Now, if you need to contact me for any reason, you need to do that through this messaging tab over here on the side. So let me show you that right now. Anytime that I need to contact you, I will also use this messages. So this is your received folder, your sent folder, how to compose a message. It's just a very simplified version of an email, but it's all internal and it's all through Isidore. So this is how I want you to contact me, and this is how I will contact you. Now, let's go ahead and just take a look at Chapter 1, Introduction to Medical Terminology. Each chapter will sort of have this one-page outline of what's expected of you. Now, what's really important is that each chapter has its own master list of terms that you're responsible for. You are not responsible for every term in that textbook. We just don't have enough time. So what I've done is I've narrowed down the terms to the most important ones that we want you to know for that chapter. So you can go ahead and click on that, and it's going to save that to your computer. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. And here it is. Okay, so you can see it's a little over 3 pages. Chapter 1 is actually probably the shortest chapter, but these are all the terms, prefixes, suffixes, combining form, and then the meaning is over here on the right. So print that out right away, make your flashcards, and this is all that you need to know for Chapter 1. Now, down here are all of your assignments, and they're also on the assignments page. And so when you go to the assignments page, whenever you see this little arrow up here, this is just the back button. So if you want to go back, just press that little swirly arrow. So here are all of your assignments for Chapter 1. You have 5 worksheets, 1A through 1E, and then you have a special assignment called a HIPAA Privacy Act article. And you can see that each one has a due date. And I'm not sure why, but the points is not showing up right here. But the point allotment for that assignment does show up down here. So worksheet A is 11 points, worksheet C is 22.5, and so on. And then your test is on January 29th. You can also see all of this on the schedule over here. And again, I have to press the back button, and so you can view the schedule by month, and you can see when all of your items are due. Okay, and then tests and quizzes. I have not yet put up tests and quizzes, but when you are ready to take a test or quiz, you would go here. Gradebook, this is where all your grades are going to show up, and if you ever see any discrepancies, please just use this messaging feature and let me know. As you can see, I've only completed, as far as Isidore, uploading everything to Isidore up through Chapter 2, but I will get better and I will have Chapter 3, 4, and so on up here soon. So if you want to work ahead, you can obviously do that. The only thing that you cannot work ahead with is the test. That is a set date, a set time window that you all will take that test together. Let's see, what else do I want to show you? Okay, let's go to the web links. This is the textbook website. So here we are on Chapter 1, Introduction to Medical Terminology. These are all great resources for you. Practice multiple choice questions, practice true and false, practice fill in the blank. So these are all sort of questions you would see on your test. And then what I think is really neat is the audio glossary. So you can click on this and it will speak it to you so that you know how to say that term. And that's going to be really important when you get into later chapters where there are a lot of weird words that you've never heard before. So that's the textbook website. And now let me go back and show you how to scan, save, and upload your assignments to Isidore. Now I've also put this in a PowerPoint so that if you want to go back and look at it, you can. So just click on that, it'll save to your computer. You can see down here it's saving to my computer. I'm going to go ahead and open that up and show you how to do this. So first, what I did is I went into CJ, and there are 3 copiers / scanners in CJ, at least 3, that you can use. There's one in guidance, and then there are 2 in the teacher workroom, or you can use your one at home. But this is how to do it at school. So you go to the copy machine, you need to first press the scanner button, and then you need to, underneath the email tab, press manual entry. And you're going to manually enter your email address, and then press OK. Put your assignments face up in that top tray, and then press the start button. And then it will scan and it will email it to you, and you know that it worked when you see this green light flash above the word communicating. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You put it in, you press start, and it's done. It sends it to your email, and then all I ask is that when you're done, you press the copy button so that it's ready for the next teacher to make his or her copies. Okay, so now it's scanned and it's sent to your email. So now what you have to do is open up your email. you're going to double click on the attachment to open your file. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show this to you on my email, and then if you want to come back and read all of this later, you can. So I've already emailed myself something. So it's here. Now I'm going to open it. You cannot right click and save as. That does not work for whatever reason when you send yourself emails from a scanner. So you have to physically open the document. So here is my document that I scanned myself. Then I have to go in and I'm going to, now mine is very weird because I have a Mac, but yours should be a lot easier. What you need to do is you need to save it or export it as a PDF. Okay, so make it a PDF file. And you're going to save all of your assignments. Everybody's going to do it in the same way to make life a little easier on me is the worksheet number, letter, and your last name. So for example, 1A Smith. That is how I want you to save your documents. .pdf. Save it to your medical terminology folder. So I'm going to save it to my medical terminology folder if I can find it. And save. So now it's saved to my computer. Now what I have to do is I have to go back to my assignment page on Isidore, which is over here. And I'm going to go to the worksheet that I just uploaded. I'm going to go to Add Attachment, then choose File, and then find it on my computer, which is right here. And then click Continue. And then finally you have to press Submit. And that will submit your assignment, and then I will grade it and I will return it back to you, and you will see your grades show up. I know that that sounds like a lot, but once you get in the process and the habit of doing it, it does not take a lot of time, and it's really easy, I promise. So I think I have covered everything that I wanted to cover. Again, if you have any questions, please just use this messaging. We're going to try to keep everything online this semester, and let me know if you have any questions.